Alright, so if you clicked on this video, I'm going to assume that you automatically assume that plain text emails get destroyed by design emails every time. But that's not the case. Many brands underestimate the powers of plain text emails. Like, they think that it's not going to catch the customer's eye. But what if I told you that the way to skyrocket your current engagement metrics were to use both styles strategically? After studying the techniques used by 7, 8, and 9-figure e-commerce brands, I've broken down an explanation of why you need to have both plain text and design. And I'll explain to you when and why you should use specific types in different scenarios. This will work in any niche, any industry. This method does not discriminate. Let's get right into it. Before I even get straight into this, if your messaging is not on the ball, if it's not dialed in, nothing I say in this video is going to matter because no one's going to respond. You need to get your full understanding of your ICP, your ideal customer profile. You need to understand their desires, their pain points, what they truly want. Now, regarding plain text emails, I'm going to give you a quick little rundown. It is literally what it says. It's a plain text email. It's just text. There's no GIFs, there's no images, there's no special headings, there's no flashing designs, none of that. It feels and is written to be personal. Plain text emails work best with products addressing specific issues like supplements, like let's say, again, you're selling magnesium, or any other health products of that sort. They're not ideal for visual brands. So for example, if you're trying to sell clothing like this white hoodie that I'm wearing right now, or like a watch, which I'm not wearing right now, it wouldn't be as effective because the sale is made on the design. So it wouldn't make sense to use plain text emails to sell those. So when to actually use plain text emails? You're going to want to use these when you want to get a campaign quickly out without, if you don't have access to a designer. Plain text emails give you better deliverability, so it's not going to hit the spam or the promotions filter. Again, like I said before, you can use this to create a more intimate connection with your customer base. And if you're a good copywriter, you can use plain text emails to touch on pain points and position your product as the solution to their issues in a long form way. The advantages: text only emails are easy to read and understand. They can be created quickly. They're more personal and intimate. Simple structure means that they're smaller in size, so again, they're not going to hit the spam filters. Fewer elements of being marked as spam, again. More adaptable, more changeable, more flexible. And with effective copy, these are going to be revenue generators for your brand. And the disadvantages, like I discussed before, you're not going to use these for more visual brands. They're not going to be as eye-catching. Certain brands, or if you're writing this for a client, they might see it as less professional or off-brand. I personally disagree with this, but this is just their perception, and it requires strong copywriting skills to be able to get this off the ground in the first place. Now, in terms of specific use cases, again, you want to bring the personal feeling. So you have to think, where could I apply this in my flows or campaigns where the human feeling might be better than having an automated response? So you can use this in a customer thank you or purchase for others. You can use this in a sunset on engaged. You can use this for promo reminders, and you can use this for abandoned carts for higher average order value brands. And I have a couple examples, both from Space Goods. I really like what they're doing with their email marketing. Sunset on engaged flow, I'll read this out. Matt here from Space Goods. We haven't seen any opens or clicks from you in a while, so I thought I'd send you this email to see if there's any specific reason why you're not engaging with Space Goods anymore. Reply to this email, let me know. Also, if you're reading this email, I have a special deal for you. I'd like to cover some of the costs from your next order with us. Use the code SUNSET for 10% off anything on our store. Thank you for being a part of the Space Goods family, Matt. And for reference, Matt is the founder. That is his actual name, so it's more personal. And again, same thing from the founder angle for the promo reminder. It's just Matt reminding them that they had just opened their Black Friday sale, mentioning the specific offers that they had in store, and then giving them the hyperlink to actually go directly to the offers itself. Now, in terms of design emails, it's going to be a lot more straightforward. They use fonts, images, interactive features, GIFs, everything. It's fancier, more eye-catching. It's Bob Ross-esque for the creative types that are into that kind of shit. But there are certain trade-offs that come with that. Well, to start, before we even hop into the trade-offs, these will work for any brand. Like, This goes without saying. They'll quickly convey offers. They'll convey visual products more effectively, like the apparels and the jewelry brands that we were discussing before. Banner text and other elements can be used to stand out immediately. Writing copy for this is piss easy, and you can use this really effectively to display before after images. So for example, if you're selling skincare products, especially if you're trying to sell that, the proof that your brand actually works can be conveyed effectively through before after gifs. Or if you're an apparel brand, certain brands don't utilize this enough, but you can use GIFs to show the different angles of your clothing instead of it just having it be a static image. Now, the disadvantages. Everybody's doing this, so they are more generic in the eyes of the customer, they're more promotional, they're more commercial. And I'm going to touch on this in a little bit later. It takes more time to create, so the turnaround time is going to be quicker. So if you have to make a last-second campaign, it's not going to be good unless you're really quick with it. You're going to potentially face deliverability issues because of the lack of a good text-to-image ratio. And it's, again, heavily reliant on the designer's skills to really get it going, because if the design isn't good, it's going to distract from the actual subscriber, and they're going to think, okay, this is just another drop shipper trying to scam me. I've been scammed before. I'm getting the hell out of here. So it has to be on point. And you also have to keep in mind that you have to be creating accessible and responsive designs that work on all different devices and all different email sending providers. And also you have less creative freedom in terms of the copy, because you can't go long form, going on these long-winded explanations, because the attention span on these emails will be significantly less because it's impersonal. Now, in terms of high converting designs for this, it's very straightforward. It's nothing out of the ordinary. Here's a welcome email flow that utilizes best practices. So you got the offer seen right away with the take 10% off your first order with welcome 10, CTA top of fold, this is good, and then they just push the CTA again. And then a holiday promo, this recently I saw today as I was creating this. Mother's Day, again, CTA offer made clear above the fold right away. Brief little discussion about Mother's Day, and then pushing them towards bestsellers. So they've got the 4 right here. The Blood Flow, Cerelastin, Reprieve, and Metabo Boost. CTA again, and CTA again, reminder of the offer. Unique selling propositions mentioned here. Again, really good email if you need ideas on how to create this. Now, here's the reality, right? It's not one or the other. You need to be utilizing both. Many brands avoid using plain text emails because they think it's not on brand or it's low value, and that could be further from the case. You need to view this as a pattern breaker, right? Your audience just opened 6, 7, 8, 9 different emails before they reached you. They don't care. They are tired. They are practically just going through the motions, and you need to find a way to break them out of that funk. And this is where the plain text email will come into play. It's going to give the impression that someone took the time of their day to actually send their personal email directly to them, even though it might not be the case. But the fact that it is a plain text email, the fact that it's like about 10 to 15 lines of text, means that they're going to have to take the time to actually read through it, which means they're going to be more engaged. And especially if you take the angle where it's coming from the founder itself, those tend to perform more effectively. When you pair plain text emails with a great offer and great copy, the click-through rates for these will skyrocket. So to repeat myself again, the best brands have good messaging and good design. It's not one or the other. All right, so you've now learned why you need to be utilizing plain text as well as design emails with your email marketing strategy. However, knowing the right mix is just one part of the entire equation. For example, how do you ensure that your welcome emails, the first touch point with your customers, actually convert? That is exactly what I'm going to show you in the next video. I'm going to have a video above me, somewhere around the area, a little vicinity, explaining on how to make a high converting welcome flow. If you found this video helpful, I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed and put notifications on for my channel. Really appreciate it. It helps me get the content out to people like you who need the help.